2016, High Peak Borough Council passed a motion against fracking in the borough. Will you see the council's position if elected? Now, so I'm going to come straight back to Ruth George on this and ask what your view on this, your position is on this.
Okay, thank you very much. I mean, yes, it's great that High Peak Borough Council passed a motion against fracking. It's just unfortunate that they don't have any control over fracking applications. It's Derbyshire County Council that have that at the moment, but under the proposals in the Conservative manifesto released today, those decisions would go over to central government, which is looking to legislate to change planning law for shale applications so that they will invest wholesale in shale gas drilling, taking those decisions away from county councils. And that's very worrying for us in Derbyshire. On the 3rd of May, we had INEOS, the massive corporation, making outline planning applications to do prospective drilling across Derbyshire and Nottinghamshire. And this is something that could affect us all. The Conservative manifesto says that local people will get a say in planning decisions on... I'm afraid, I'm sorry, I've been campaigning against overdevelopment on greenfield sites for many a long year. That was exactly what we were told before we got the National Planning Policy Framework, which took decisions away from local communities and meant that local councils couldn't have any say in it. So Labour will ban the shale gas and fracking.
Yay!
Charles Lawley, would you like to say what you would do for the High Peak and fracking?
I'll give a really nice short answer. I am absolutely opposed to fracking due to its adverse impact on climate change, energy mix and local environment, so I would oppose it.
About Bingham done. About Bingham done.
I think you banked some time there for a later question. So, Andrew Bingham, I noticed that the manifesto says major shale planning decisions will be made the responsibility of the national planning regime. Does that mean that Derbyshire Council won't get the chance to address fracking applications through the planning mechanism?
I think the whole thing about fracking, and this isn't going to be popular, I understand that, because I'm going to say that actually I think we need to consider fracking. The safeguards and the regulatory regime we have for exploratory activities in this country are the strongest you can get. There's a lot of concern about fracking. I understand those concerns. And there are already regulations to prevent fracking in national parks. And actually, you can't frack under a national park. You've got to be at least 1,200 metres below surface. So you've got to be nearly a mile
Shouldn't frack anyway.
But you cannot put drilling rigs on the surface in a national park.
Why don't you listen to the scientists?
But you can. But in terms of fracking, there's all the regulations, there's all the concerns. I would not support any fracking if it did not meet all the relevant restrictions and all the relevant regulations, because it is something that I know concerns people. But a blanket ban, I think there's a lot of potential in terms of economic benefit for the country.
Let him really answer the question, please.
What about the science?